There's two things that should be running around the players' heads this Saturday, and this is bouncing back and also revenge. However, before I get into it, currently I'm at 153 subscribers and I'm trying to reach 200 by the end of this month. 97.1% of you guys are not subscribed, so make sure to smash the subscribe button in order for me to reach that goal of 200 by the end of November. Anyway, let's get back into the video. Okay, so Manchester United, we have not beaten Tottenham Hotspur since the 2021-22 season, I believe, where it was the Ronaldo and Cavani, I think, or Cavani and Rashford goal. Basically, we played that 5 at the back on the Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, that was it. When we beat them 2-0, it was in the El Saki goal between Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and, was it Jose Mourinho? I'm not sure. It was someone, but it was because Antonio Conte was in contention to join either one of those teams. Anyway, we beat them 2-0 in that game. Ever since then, we've had a 2-2 draw, a 2-0 loss, a 2-2 draw, a 3-0 loss, a 4-3 loss, a 1-0 loss, and obviously the most significant one out of the recent ones, the Europa League final, 1-0 loss. And that is the one I mean with revenge. Okay, when I say revenge, I'm talking about that Europa League final specifically. I'm only mentioning the other games just to say Tottenham Hotspur have always caused us trouble. Tottenham Hotspur have always caused every single top 6 team trouble except for Chelsea. And we have to change our fortunes because look, I know in the last 4 we're unbeaten. We've won 3, we've drawn 1. Perfect. We're doing great. Now let's just make sure that we don't fall off because we have to remember this Spurs side, they're not great. They're not great. First of all, they play a midfield pivot of Palhinha and Bentancur. There's no ball progression from there anyway. There's no ball progression at all. Literally, all you have to do is just sit back, wait for them to make a mistake and attack. Because the thing is, the game that suits them is they park the bus, you attack them, and then they just hit you with a bunch of counter-attacks. If you don't give them that, then there's nothing they can do. There's generally nothing they can do. If you shut down Xavi Simons will be forced to, drop extremely deep. He's going to be far away from our goal. If he's far away from our goal, he can't cause any trouble. So they're going to be over-reliant on Mohamed Kudus, for example. And also, they have a lot of injuries as well. Dom Solanke, he's injured. Kolomwani, he's just come back from injury. James Maddison and Kulusevski, who are the only 2 creative players, in my opinion, they're injured as well. This is the perfect time to catch Tottenham Hotspur. I don't care what the league table says. We can easily get at them. Especially looking at that game against Chelsea as well. They don't even have a actual left back. They're playing a right back and left back, and you can tell it's making them play a bit narrower because they have 2 right footers on the left side, and then obviously they have Porro on the right side as well. They're playing a bit narrow because Jed Spence, ideally, he wants to be playing on his right foot. Whoever plays on the left wing, he wants to be on his right foot. They're going to be drawn to be a bit more inside. So we don't have to worry about them stretching the pitch, which is going to be less ground covering for the midfielders, for example, which is going to leave way less space for Spurs to play through our midfield, which is something that a lot of teams have tried to exploit over the years. And yeah, generally, I just think this is the perfect opportunity. I think we can get at them. Bentancur and Palhinha, defensively, they've been solid. Van de Ven, he's very dangerous. If we give him a lot of space, he's just going to dribble past us. As we've seen Olympiacos happen to them. It happened to us before as well, and I'm pretty sure it happened to someone else as well. I forgot. But yeah, Van de Ven is a very dangerous player, so we have to look out for him as well. But I think going forward, scoring the goals, that will be an issue. But I think making them not score goals, like preventing them from scoring goals, I think that will be easy. But we have to make sure that we score at least 1. And I think if we score 1 and we park the bus for the rest of the game, we're good. Because there's no creativity, there's no flair, there's no magic, there's nothing in that Spurs team that is frightening. Okay, because Palhinha, Bentancur, as I said, they don't progress the ball. And Xavi Simons, if he doesn't get the ball passed into him, he has to drop extremely deep. And then he's going to be in a very unthreatening position. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm feeling very confident, to be honest. Despite what the league table says, etc. Because look, at the end of the day, there's barely any point gap between all of us. 1 win and we're back suddenly in look at this Man United, Chiquitata race, all that conversation. Like, for example, like a half-time against Nottingham Forest, when we were second in the league and people were talking about some Arsenal look over your shoulders. When I say people were doing that, I was one of the people as well, to be honest with you. But it was, a lot of us are just trolling. A lot of us, just forgive us, forgive us. That's all I'm going to say, because we don't know how to act these days because we've been suffering for so long. 3 wins in a row, that feels like title race form. But yeah. Regardless, I'm feeling very confident. I think we can win this. My score prediction is 2-1. I think we're going to be able to score 2 goals. I think we'll be 2-0 up. And I think maybe a Van de Ven from a corner or something will get a goal to, put a scare up. But I think we'll be fine at the end. I think it will be somewhat similar to a Liverpool game. If we park the bus, that is. If we try and attack them, then it will be a lot more difficult. Then Spurs could potentially win, but I think even then, I think it'll be more of a draw. I think it'll be a 2-2 draw. I think we'll score 2 goals regardless in this game. I'm not going to say what specific goal scorers, but I hope it's going to be a Cunha double or a Sesko double, actually, even better. Because recently a lot of people have been speaking on Sesko, and yeah, I don't get why. But anyway, man, that's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What do you guys think will happen in that Spurs game? Do you think United will win, Spurs will win, a draw? And who do you think will be the man of the match? Let me know in the comment section below. And also, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Goodbye.